Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Dr.TuneEmAll YouTube channel. So for the month of December, we are going to be giving away a custom ground camshaft. So all you got to do to enter is go online to the website nkpcalibrations.com, order you up a t-shirt, and that will get you entered to win a custom camshaft. So whatever you're building, blower, nitrous, turbo, NA deal, pickup truck, whatever you guys are building, go get you a t-shirt. That gives you one entry to win a custom camshaft. All right guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're over at Full Throttle Performance. Got a couple cars with Dyno. Actually, I can't say that. One's an SUV. So let's check this thing out. Trailblazer SS. Stock bottom end 6 liter. It's got a cam in it. 4L80 swapped. It's got a S480 from VS Racing on it. And a Piran Speed turbo kit. So previously tuned it before, but the boost was falling off because it had a wastegate issue. So we're gonna get it dialed back in, and then we'll get his other car up on here and see what that thing will make. That's a cool one. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we just did a partial pull on it just to see where everything was at. We previously tuned this vehicle before, and what was happening was the boost was falling off, so it ended up the wastegate would actually never close. So it was making about 10 pounds, and then it would just slowly fall off through the RPM range. So they got that fixed, and we're just going to dial it into the upper RPMs. So I just kind of wanted to see where it was at before we go revving it to the moon. So it made 410 on that one, and I only revved it to like 5,500. So we're going to make another pull, see what it does. Second pull, we revved a little bit higher. Started leaning out about 5,800 or so. So I added some fuel up top where the boost wasn't before. We'll see what it does on this one. Timing was pretty safe, but it made 607, 497 torque. So we'll give it another rip, see what she made. Added a little bit of fuel on that one, and it didn't pick up any power, but picked up in the torque, but it's just a little bit safer. It still started leaning out up top, so I'm just going to add a little bit more there, and then we'll call it good. She's happy with the power number, and their goal was 10 psi and 600-ish horsepower. So that one, it made 604. It might make a little bit more on this one. It was up everywhere through the curve until it started leaning out again, so it'll probably make a little bit more, but I just wanted to say for her. It's her daily driver, and she loves this thing, so we'll get her dialed in, and then we got another one coming up. I haven't showed you guys that one yet, so it's pretty interesting, but it's on Holly, not HP. Got it up to 633, 647. It's still starting to lean out up here. The duty cycle just keeps climbing. I'm adding fuel and it's not really doing anything, so I think it's out of pump. It's only got a little 340 in it, and it's on stock fuel lines, so at that power level, it's struggling to get the fuel up there. So we're gonna call it there. We'll take this thing for a little street cruise, make sure everything's happy, make sure the shift's good, air fuel's good. You gotta make sure you take them on the street afterwards, make sure the drivability and all that stuff, because the load's different on the street than it is on the dyno, unless you have a dyno that loads real well. So let's go make sure there's no cops down here.
Don't forget to look if he's there.
That's what he was reminding me, don't forget to look for the cops. They're weird down here in Mexico. They like to hide out. Mexican police down here. This is the other one we got today. What year is it?
63.
63 Ford Falcon. Twin turbo 5.3 on a Terminator X. All right. 63 Ford Falcon. Gen 4 5.3. Texas speed rod and piston, BTR equalizer manifold, VS Racing twin 67s.
67 ball bearing.
Okay, cool. What transmission?
Power glide with a 1.8 gear set.
What rear end's in it?
It's a 9-inch Ford with a 350.
350 gear? All right. So you're trying to run a quarter mile or something?
Yeah, mainly street car though.
Okay, cool. What's your power goal?
1,000.
All of it.
I think we could do 1,000. It's on E85. You got a single magnet fuel 750 in it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be pushing it, but we'll see if we can get it done. PRC heads. Are they the as cast or the CNC deals or?
The as cast.
Okay, cool.
And it's got a Lenny's converter in it.
It's also got a bench seat, keeping it OG.
What fuel is
And then
that?
our ice box is an actual 60s cooler. So this will be cool. Terminator X.
I drive it a lot.
So let's get her dialed in, guys. Alright guys, we're just gonna do a couple pulls on Wastegate, just kind of feel it out a little bit. I've got the fuel map and the timing map adjusted. He was having a lean tip in. So let's see. We've been picking away at it a little bit. You guys have seen the pulls and stuff like that. I'm not trying to bore you guys with the inside stuff. We've just been working on the fuel table and adding boost here and there. Got it up to, that one was about 20 pounds of boost and it made 751. So I'm gonna probably add a few more pounds to it and that's gonna be it there because we're starting to run out of injector. So we'll end it off probably next pull or so. So everything's set up. We have it fairly dialed in up to about 22, 23 pounds, but it's running out of pump. So that last one, the fuel pressure started diving. So set it back so it's about 20 pounds. I got him a nice track tune up in here so he can go down to the track. I'll probably meet him down there at some point and leave fairly soft and just get some data, and then we can start turning it up from there. Two-step setup and bump box is set up, so she's ready to go. It's ready to rip. So the last time you had it out on I guess it was a stock bottom end, and it had smaller turbos on it. On about 10 pounds, it went 630s. So it should go a lot faster. The tune-up that was in it was really light on timing. So if it went 630s on that, there's no reason this thing shouldn't go, you know, around mid 5s to 8 miles. So we'll see. We're gonna unstrap it from the dyno, go cruise around a little bit on the street, just fine tune a few things in the map, and then we'll be done.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to end it off there. Car made great power, so they're going to do a couple fuel system upgrades, and we'll get it out to the track. Make sure y'all go over to nkpcalibrations.com, pick up a t-shirt, get entered to win a free can.